a hoop within a hoop. Isn't that fun? So to do this, you want a smaller hoop inside a larger hoop, obviously, and you basically stretch the hoop inside the small one, and then you will flip it upside down to stretch it into your bigger hoop. So you can see the outside of the hoop on this side, and then you can put a bead of glue in there to hold it, and then you could actually even cut this out and make it a square, a blank hole, or you could punch within that piece. So in order to do that, I'm going to show you on a pretty big hoop, which I think could look actually pretty cool. So you open your hoop, put it inside your small hoop first, and you will kind of want to, so I thought it would be fun to offset the hoops a little bit, so you're going to want to think about that when you're putting it in here. Especially for like this one, I put it up here. So you're gonna wanna think about that inside your fabric so you don't run out of the fabric. So I thought I could put it right here maybe. And I have enough fabric everywhere, so you will pull this one tight. And you wanna pull it especially tight because you're gonna pull it again. And so it's important for it to be tight enough that it's not going to pop out when you pull it in the outside hoop. So the T method, the top and the bottom. And left and right. There you go. And then you can actually glue it now if you want to help hold it in place. I did not. So then you're gonna flip it, so this will now be the front. So you want this, you don't necessarily want to see this in your hoop, and so you're gonna want this, the back of the hoop, to be in the front. So this is the back of the hoop, and now this is our front. So we would open this frame now. Just enough to set this in here. And you will kind of use your fingers to feel around where you might want it. Close it down, and then you do the exact same thing as you stretch the fabric tight. Make it a little bit tighter. Oops, wrong way. So when you pull the fabric, it's not gonna slip away. If you're pulling your fabric and it slips, that means your hoop is not tight enough, so tighten your hoop. And so then you will stretch it at the top. And the bottom. Left and right. Until it's tight. That could use a little bit more. But there it is. And make sure this is set down again, because it kind of, since you're pulling it tight, it kind of pops out a little bit. So just keep adjusting it. And that's it. So then if you want to leave this in there and punch on both sides, that's a really cool effect. Or you can leave this in here and leave it blank, so you would just see the fabric. Or you could glue it like I did here. So there's a bead of glue all the way around, a really thick bead of glue. And you could use a scissors then to cut this out. Like so. go. And it would be an open circle, so you could punch all of this, and then this would just be a cool little effect where you could see through it. So yeah, and then you would obviously want to go back and trim all of those and maybe even use some glue to get them to stay back. But because you have that bead of glue in there, it's going to stay. So there's that.